Here we go, season number 4 of the Pakistan rebuild. One of the most requested rebuilds on the channel. We're 3 seasons deep, just focusing on Test cricket, and it's probably safe to say we haven't really gone forward just yet. 7th in the world rankings. Interestingly enough, Madushka, number 1 in the world in Test cricket with the bat, averaging 43. Brook 3, Constas 4, Sadar Hassan in 5. You've got to go quite a long way down to find our man Aways. Only averaged 40 last year. Bit of a downturn for a guy that has got a 55 average and started so hot. With the ball, Sajid Khan, 7. Naseem Shah, 8. Ali Raza, 11. That's a little bit of a turn up for the books. Okay, ELO rating. So this is every international game played in the series so far. South Africa, India, South Africa, Pakistan find themselves 6th, 2nd and 8th in Test cricket. Man, I think this is one of the best barometers going for how good you actually are out of all the games that's been played. We've put up a 984. That's not ideal. Are we on the rise? Well, no, not really. We're not really rising anything up. Okay, Test cricket averages since the start of the game. India averaging 35. By far the best. Best strike rate. Best average. You can see why they're hard to beat. And again, we're down here. Zimbabwe, Bangladesh, West Indies, Afghanistan behind us. But still, strike rate 48. Average 27. Not ideal. Okay, then just looking at our players in Test cricket. Shah, 90 wickets at 29. No Manali, no man, no more. He's gone. He's not part of the lineup. Shaheen Afridi, probably the biggest disappointment, averaging 33. But Raza, 26. Quite reasonable. Khan, 23. Ishmael's coming 27 with a 38 strike rate. That's quite good. Okay, then Pakistan batters. What have we got? Oasis is almost up to 2,000 Test match runs. 8 centuries. Babar Azam with 6. But hey, where's your problem? Centuries. Shafiq 1, or Haq 1. Rizwan got us 2. But he had a balls per boundary of 19. That's not a metric I'm interested in, but 44 balls per out is the one I was looking for. That is quite bad. Shakil averaged 27. We've moved on from him. Shafiq 37. So Awais, Azam, Shafiq. Yep, decent. We've just been through the T20 World Cup, which has been won by Pakistan from out of nowhere like an RKO. 2026 T20 World Champions. Let that sink in. How the hell have they managed that? They beat Uganda in the semi-final. Uganda! How is that a thing? Who did they beat? It's a decimation. Ireland, Uganda, Afghanistan, Zimbabwe. Uganda and Ireland make the semi-finals. What happened? Bangladesh go out. Afghanistan go through. Sri Lanka get drubbed. New Zealand go out to Zimbabwe and Pakistan. And Australia lose to... Uganda go 4-0. That is insane. And what do we do in the final? Nawaz, 55 off 36. Farik, he scores 45. Zahid, that's what I'm talking about. 41 off 22. Finish strong, my boy. And then win by 60. Abbas Afridi, who we've got in our Test unit, takes 6. Okay, I think we've got to stop the press moment. Mohammed Selman has played T20 cricket, played one-day cricket, 122 wickets at 23 in first class cricket. His second team average is 9. 9. That is phenomenal. Okay, we're going to start the episode off then with a bit of Afghanistan for 2 Test matches, one we do not want to lose. This is going to be interesting. We've brought in quite a lot of new players into the team. So Ayub is going to go. We're going to hold on to Shafiq. Azam. Still not sure about Ul Haq. So last year we played Kashif for plenty of Test cricket. Might go with that again. Conditions suits the seamers, but I do like having a spin option in the team. So all hack's going to go. It gives us that super long tail, which is what I don't like. What's Salman done this year? He's not played any cricket this year, but it says we shouldn't pick him just yet. But he is young. I actually think we've got quite a reasonable young team on the outlook. Raza's 20, Salman 22, Shahzad 28, Sajid Khan 34. Batting we've got a few. Azam's 33, Kashif 30. But we do have a lot of youth on our side. So the guys that have bought in, we bought in Khan here, who's 23 years old, 1,700 first-class runs, 65 average, 7 centuries. Want him in the squad. Ghulam's a bit older. He's 32. He has played 6 test matches, but just put up some excellent numbers, 4 centuries, averaging 73. So potential, might want to have a look at them. Salman's the new kid on the block that I'm quite kind of interested in seeing. But it is what it is. This is who we are. This is what we're going to be. We are 3 stars against 4-star Afghanistan. That's pretty decent performance with the ball. Ismail with 5. This kid, yes, he's going to go for runs. Yes, he's going to blow teams away. And if he finishes his career averaging 24 with a 35 strike rate, we're looking at one of the greatest bowlers of the last 50 years on our hands. That's a really good performance. 224 bowled out in under 2 sessions. We've got massive issues with the bat. Look at that. We have been done by Fairdoon. Fair game, Fairdoon. 23, averages 16 with the bat. 18 wickets at 20. We've been absolutely done. Absolutely done. We're still in the game thanks to bowling. Afridi, 4. Really excited. 27 years old about this kid. 34 at 21. So our bowling seamers are looking really nice. You notice I gave Afridi and Ismail the new ball over Shah, which is controversial, but strike rate, brother. I'm all about strike rate. 227 to win, except we can't bat. Cool, calm, just like your mum. Baig with not a debut, but a maiden test match century. Takes his average to 59. To think I dropped this guy early doors is quite incredible. 55 for aways. We actually cruise home to the win. What's amazing about Baig is he came in, he did get injured, but he scored 25.91, played a game against New Zealand 8-22, and then waited 7 months for another game, scored a 50, and now we're finally giving him a go. Similar conditions, maybe a little bit more for the with the ball. Obviously, Babar Azam is going to be skipper. I don't know what I was doing with Khan as skipper. Oh my days, that turned from good to terrible. We get a Dear Diary moment from Afridi. He takes 7 for 87. But look at this. They're 5 for 179, 6 for 351, 172 put on by Hassan. Averages 46 from his 13 games. Rascoli scores a century, just the second of his career. And then there's big partnerships all the way down. 72 partnership for that final wicket. Really hurt us. Okay, we've got a lead. We score 5-2-1. We get a ton from away. He is the man. 3 centuries in his last few games. Century number 9 to go 650s. That's really good. Baig goes back to back, baby. That is the start of a test career I'm really enjoying. He's averaging 65. Shafiq scores a ton. He's in no T20 form in the games that he's playing, but 95, 74, now 111. Good enough. We almost get 4 centuries because Azam goes to 76. Hassan scores 51 to continue just chipping away as a mid-30s sort of guy. Also, we run ourselves into a little bit of overcast conditions for an hour and a half. 2-4-5 to win. They bat very well again. This is no mug of an Afghanistan team. Shahidullah was 88 off 125, the mainstay. Again, another guy averaging just shy of 40. We don't quite get the blowout from this bowling attack that I was hoping for, and the game's in the balance. Turning pitch, average bounce, bit of overcast conditions, day 4, session 3, 2-4-5 to win. We've still got it in us. For good moments in this series, there has been bad ones, and here we get rolled for 93. Not for the first time. One apiece in the series after 132 in the first game, and then that knock from Baig won us it. And in the second game, we score 500 and still get rolled for under 100 in the same game. Baig aways and Shafiq, brilliant. Babar Azam, 35. Kashif, 19. Maybe there's a few question marks got to be inserted into this conversation. He only averaged 34 in domestic cricket last year. And with the ball, Ismail and Afridi with the new ball were brilliant. But Shah and Shaheen Afridi, not so great. Also wondering whether we've got the best spinner in the country actually in the team. Okay, Aussies at home for 3 Test matches. Baig's out injured again. 5 days broken finger, unavailable. Where are the Aussies in the world ratings? They are 3rd, so still quite good. They do fall off in the game. And again, because of the injury to Baig, we're going for a bit of a change. So Khan of the Ashia variety is going to come in and play his first game. Good domestic record, not quite sure what the ceiling could be. Averages 59 in second team cricket, so that's quite good. Ghulam is the other guy who's going to come in. Now, he has played some Test cricket, 6 games. None for us, but like I said, he averaged 73 last year, 4 centuries. So we're giving it to the next man up. Gives us an extra batter in the team, which I feel we're crying out for. We're going with a very seamer type deck. I've put no spinner in the squad on purpose, and I'm going to give Salman a run out with Raza, Afridi and Shah on the back burner, out of form, out of touch, maybe a little bit out of time. Naseem Shah definitely not. He will be back involved in this squad, but we're going to win the toss. We're going to have a bat against the Aussies. Cooper Connell is in town. Survive rather than thrive. No one scores 50. We get starts from Aways and Khan, but there you go. Kuderman and Cummins does the job. Salzman picks up wickets for them. He gets Shafiq. Iman ul Haq continues to get opportunities, scores 43. What do I do with him? What do I do? I'm still keeping him around. Hassan, 41. That's a very Hassan type knock. He just chips in and a little bit from the tail. But 293 is not going to be enough when we're playing against a whole bunch of different players. Who's Hugh Wegbin? Gang. Anyway, he averages plenty in the 50s. Very good. Raza 3, Salman 3 on debut. We get through them, plus their opener, Doki Hugan Boozum. What is that? That can't be a real player. I would have heard of him, surely. Doki Hugan Boozum. It's one of the great names. We're on top. Game on, 281 to win. We do well to make 215 because Salzman starts running through the back end of the innings like there's no tomorrow. He picks up a cheeky 5. Shafiq with 80, Khan with 47. 281 to win for the Aussies. It is a erratic bounce and they're already 1 down before a ball is bowled. We win a test. Yeah, we won 1, lost 1 against Afghanistan, but we're 1-0 up against the Aussies. Seam attack looking quite reasonable. Salman with a 1 for 9 off 6. What's his career? Economy rate 3.54, strike rate 39. Those numbers are ridiculous. Okay, Ghulam's gone from the team because Baig is back. And I think we're going to stick with the 4 seam attack. Oh, averaging 21, 21, 14, 21 this year. That's a decent start. Hassan at 7 gives us that extra depth of batting. We're going to give Khan a bit of time at 6. Ul Haq's back in the team. Don't know how that's happening, but it keeps happening in my team. Can we go and win a series against a decent outfit? 3-12. We get a ton from Shafiq. He's finding some form. 100 against Afghanistan. 80 in the last test match. This is more what we want. He's averaging 57 this year. Away with 93. A rare, nervous 90 sort of knock. That was almost test match century number 10 in 22 test matches. The seam attack. Oh, I am loving this. Cameron Green, he plays every position going. He goes up to open and scores 55. Joe Burns, he scores 48. Travis Head, 40. But we chipped away. There was no magic moment. However, the back end, when we got in there, 573, 10 for 92, we got stuck in. But Afridi, Raza, just good bowling. But this is good cricket. Okay, 419 to win. We score almost 300, and there's good, solid stuff here on a seamer's deck. Aways with 50. All Hack with 60. Is he saving his test career for about the 34th time in the save, and we've only played 20 test matches? Khan, maiden test match 50? It is 27, 47, 656. That's actually quite reasonable start to your career. Happy, we're in control of the game. It's uneven turning. We haven't got a spinner, but it's uneven. This is starting to get a little interesting. The batted 80 overs, the crawling along 233 for 4. Green with a century as opening. Carey, Head, Inglis to come. They only need 186. It's uneven turning. Oh, we do it. We win a series. Raza blows them away. We get 1. It brings 6. Raza gets 4 for... what did he get? A 7 in the game. Happy with that. Shafiq man of the match for his ton. We're going to beat the Aussies. Get thrashed in the final one. 217 is all we can muster. Salzman picking up 3. And they score 500. They give us a hard time. They win the game. We win the series. You could say we win the war. Shafiq averaged 66 in the series. All hacking away is both very good. Few holes in the batting lineup. Gulam 4, Baig 9, Azam 14. Hassan not great. But Raza 17 wickets in 18. That last test match really blew out some of these bowling figures, which had been exceptional. But it's a good result for us. Puts us 4-4 in the Test World Championship, which is something we desperately want to do well in, and puts us up to 79 points. We're in this real bottom mid-tier. We're bottom of the mid-tier. We're not great. Abdullah Shafiq up to 6 in the world ratings as well. Loving that. And Ali Raza 5th. It's actually quite a big game for this because Test World Championship, like we said, opportunity to do well. We've got 3 test matches against the West Indies, who in the world ratings are just behind us. So we can slip to 9th if we lose this. Win, you never know. We could move up a spot, maybe even more than a spot. But we're going to go unchanged from where we've been for the last few test matches. We need a bit more out of Babar. Khan, we're just going to give a little bit of time to. He is batting out of position. And the bowlers have been good enough to kind of keep us going strong. Here we go. West Indies, they're a bit of a bogey team on the game, but we've won a good toss. Shy of 300, and it could have been a lot worse because we were 5 for 184, but Khan was 65. Pretty happy with this. If some of these can be converted higher, or some of these failures kind of picked up on a little bit, it'll be averaging in the 40s for us. New user record, 7 for 56 from Ishmael. Loving that, 3.6 economy rate. He's averaging 26 with a 37 strike rate. That is an exceptional effort. The pitch is degrading, uneven bounce, average wear, and we're only day 2, session 3, and we've got an 86 run lead. This is looking good. We've put ourselves in a position to have a conversation about winning the game, which is a good effort from 4 for 43 because Isaiah Thorne absolutely raps through us. He was amazing last year for us, 81 at 29 in the game here. Khan, I like it. 1, 2, 3 50s to his name, almost 4 50s from 4 games. That's really reliable. 51 for All Haku. Sneakily just does enough to not get dropped, but they're going to need 308. It is uneven bounce. Day 4, session 1. Let's roll. Panic averted. Ishmael takes 10 in the game. There was a moment here where they're 101 for none, and I'm thinking, Houston, we have a problem. Bowling attack, Bales is that. Ishmael 3, Afridi 3, Salman and Raza. We put them into a phone book. 101 for none, 150 all that. They lose, 10 wickets for a couple of runs. 49, maths. Now, I would bring in Afridi and Shah, or one of them, if they were in better nick. They are not in good nick. So we're going to go unchanged again for another belter of a bowling deck. This bowling attack is turning legit. Yes, it can be a bit leaky sometimes, but it's a wicket-taking attack. You are never far away from an absolute calamitous mess with this Pakistan batting lineup. We get bowled out for 80. Seals and Thorne do the job. Only Baig offered any resistance. I did nothing strange. I just batted. Day 1, 20 wickets are gone. That Craftsman's going to get sacked. Incredibly, we need 260 to win. Okay, so they got 176, we got 80, they got 163. Afridi takes 11 in the game. He's got 66 wickets at 21, strike rate 34, economy under 4, just in love with the man. Can we do it? On a deck that no one can bat on, we need 260. The Bagmeister General does it. We get another 50 from Aways, who's just starting to concern me with the lack of conversion. But Bag averages 46, 3 centuries from 9 test matches. That's exceptional. He's in great nick. Well, he scores runs. We win another series. We are Paw Patrol, we're on a roll. And we get smashed in the final test. They get 533. Bowling attack really struggles here. Hodge retired hurt. Josh De Silva with a ton. But it's really a story of our batting. Babar Azam with 91 when we got 2-3-3 and 2-4-5 all out. We win the series 2-1. That's the West Indies team. This is our team. Beg and Khan, 2 young boys. They've got it going on, like Stacey's mum. Hassan is falling off a cliff, averaging 27 in his career with a hiccup in the middle. I don't know what it was. It sounded like a dying walrus. Ismail and Afridi, just incredible performers for us. And Test World Championship, we're hovering in contention, aren't we? 6 and 5. It's like a polite way of going, hey, don't forget about us. We're not done. We're not done yet. We move up to 7th in the world ratings, above New Zealand. The big one, other than our outstanding bowling attack, probably will be some sort of thumbnail, but it happens once in a blue moon, or maybe even less. But we have got 3 test matches at home against number 2 in the world, joint first, India, and the perennial powerhouse of the game that won the last Test World Championship. We, I believe, are going to go unchanged. Little bit of concern around our 4, 5, 6, 7. You can see why we struggle at times. Khan's coming in average 34, but Ulhaq 31 this year. Azam 24. Hassan 17, still holding on to it strong. I am going to make the change to bring in Naseem Shah for Salman. And that is going to be the only change. 3 tests. One of the greatest rivalries in sport. Let's see it. 3, 4, 6. It was hard work. Jaiswal was 72. He's a stud on the game, averaging 52 from 55 test matches. Incredible record. Raza with 4. He's probably the best, kind of heads up in the comments so far. 85 wickets at 24. Looks incredible. Badoni 99. Varma 70. They put on 148. Big partnership for them. You've probably got to say it is advantage India. They batted through that and still did well. It's quite reasonable if I don't say so myself. I think they've got their selection wrong because they've got Burla, slow left arm. They've got Sharma, leg spin. And that guy filled in a couple of overs. So they actually only had 2 seamers and they bowled 39 overs each. We made them work. Aways goes to 10. 10 and 10. 10 centuries, 10 50s. 27 games, almost 2,700 runs. That is quite incredible. They put on 177. Baig was 68. Runs for Shafiq. Runs for Baba, who owes us a great deal. Just scored 94 in a one-dayer. That form carries over. Khan with 43. Continues to do enough to remain in the team. So good place to be. We've got a lead. Uneven bounce. Day 3, session 2. Can we do it? It's less than 300 to win. Like, we might do our Pakistan thing and just get rolled for less than 100 after doing so well. But again, this is really good from the bowling attack because they were batting well at 2 for 192 at one stage, 1 for 170. Jaiswal, Sudarasan and Kamal all scoring runs. Kamal, 21 years old, averages 59, 350s from 3 games. Raza, wickets. Afridi here, old ball, about 60 overs in, bang, bang. Kind of opened up the doors to us getting in the game. Predictor is going to like India, which is not a surprise. Uneven bounce, not turning yet. And we've got 1 and a bit sessions that look reasonable. We lose by 99, but I think it's fair to say we have competed in this game. Competed more than I thought we would. When Baba went around the 6th or 7th wicket, 6th wicket, that was kind of it. Game over. Also, interestingly, Afridi was out for 4 weeks. No. one of our best, if not our best bowler, gone. So, second test, and I'm a bit uneasy about what to do. Naseem Shahri's having a down year, averaging 60 this year. Ishmael's been good enough with Afridi, but Afridi's out. So your likely decision is to bring in Shah or bring in Selman. But I bought in this kid who can bat, and I just don't know whether it's the right thing to do. 34 wickets at 15. Last year, 47 at 27. Last year, 35 at 25. They are very, very good numbers. I think I'd feel easier about it. I'll feel easy about it if he wasn't a frontline bowler. So I'm not going to do it. I'm going to give Shah a go. We've got Afridi in the team. Selman on the bench. Do I want to have Selman on the bench? He's only 22, but he's not having the greatest year. So that's the team. We are weaker than what we were. 4 stars, though. I'm going to take a little bit of the Brucey bonus. Wow. Hello, India. Welcome to Pakistan. I know you're 1-0 up and you're a better team, but Ishmael takes 5 again. Strike rate 36, 4 fifers in 17 tests. Love it. 3 for Raza. We've got some good bowlers that's going to be around for many a year. Afridi and Shah, at least they gave us some economy rate in the mix. Wow. 180 run lead. Aways with 50, Baig 36. They put on 94, give us a great start. And then they go bang bang with 4 for 127, staring up the barrel. And then 165 from Shafiq. Love a little bit of that. And a maiden test century for Yazir Khan. Now averaging 39 from 8 games. You love to see it. It puts us on top, day 3, session 2. Imagine winning a test against India. This would be huge. Game on. This has got a collapse written all over it. They get 354. We're going to need about 175 to win. Afridi 4, Ishmael 3. Most of them came with the second new ball. But again, just hard team to break down. They grinded it out really well. Advantage Pakistan, but it is a turning pitch and they have spinners that spin it. This is insane. We need 3 runs to win. We're 172 for 9. We should have been out of this a long time ago. We lost 3 wickets for 4 runs in the middle of the innings. No one has really stood up. And then Hassan and Shah and Afridi and Ishmael have grounded out. We were 9 for 150. We're now 172 for 9. 3 to win. Who's on strike? Oh, we just scored 8. It's Ishmael on strike. Singh, the bowler. 2 to win. A beautiful looking single. I will take that all day. Whatever we've got to do it. And we get a highlight. I am dreading it. Left arm round the wicket. Surely can't. Oh, he's out. Ishmael has gone. We have lost the test match by a run. By a run. The barest of margins, Ian Smith. And we put up probably our best performance of the save in the 3rd test match. A 73 from Hassan and 104 from Babar Azam. 57 from Shafiq. We score 335. All's rosy in the world because you bowl them out and Ishmael takes 5 because Ishmael is a wicket-wrecking machine. Your lead is huge. You bat again. Bab a ton. All hack ton. And then you bowl them out for 64 and you walk off and you go, I'm really proud of the team. We were 1 run away from beating Pakistan at home. That is the shift that I feel we've made. Away's obviously good. Babar Azam stepped up when we need him. Batting struggled. But the bowling, Shaheen Afridi came in, did some stuff. Raza and Ishmael, absolutely outstanding. A 2-1 defeat is something to be massively, massively proud of. So away series, and does give us an opportunity to have a look at the market and see who's been doing what. Hassan Ali, year in, year out, gets it done. There's this guy, off spinner, 93 wickets at 29, 38 at 24 this year. Pretty poor the year before that, so not worth a look at. What about Aziz? I love it when they've got a little bat next to the name because all I'm thinking about is depth. 45 at 18, 23 at 13 now, and 36 the year before. Not cool, bro. Hamad Ahmed, 107 wickets at 24, 42 strike rate, 32 at 24, 16 at 22, 19 at 23. That's the sort of player that I like. This kid coming through Dunkala, he's averaging 65. He looks like he might be able to... There's quite a lot of young players that are putting up some really good numbers. Sahibazadar Farhan. I know I butchered that. I'm going to call him Sar Farhan just for mental purposes. I can't get it right. I'm going to offend people. He's put up 3 really good seasons, and he keeps. As we take our beautiful band of cricket to my home country, the land of the long white cloud, New Zealand. Chance to move up to 6th. Ireland are rocking and rolling up to 5th. What is going on there? Just checking they're terrible in other formats. We make a few changes. I've taken a look at the one-day team, and Nawaz and Fazal are both doing reasonably well this year, both averaging in the 40s. Brought them into this format, and it actually wants us to play them. I'm not quite going to do it because I want Khan to continue to try and grow into a player, and Afridi's back. So I think that's how we're going to line up. We're going with a 4-seam attack. We've got a lot of overcast conditions. We've got a slow outfield. We've got slow batters. But can we do something special and win in New Zealand? I hear you say. They bat well. Hard conditions, they bat well. Reece Mario, 27 years old. He scores a maiden test match century. Well played, to be fair. He had to battle it out. It was hard graft. 3-fers for most of the bowlers, and they just stuck it out well. It's not going to be easy to bat for 3 days, so we've got to grind. Grind we did. We grind to a 66-run lead. 92 from Khan. He upped his aggression, and he got out in the same over. Almost a second test match century. I am impressed with what he's doing. Fazal comes in. He did want us to open with him. Not going to do that. Not looking for an opener. Bager's been good enough for us. So 66-run lead. Day 3, session 2. 1.5 sessions to make inroads. We make use of it very well. Ishmael with 5 for 22. This guy is a wicket-taking monster. 1, 2, 3, 4 fifers as of late. 98 wickets at under 23. I tell you what, if we didn't knock off 55, that would be the most Pakistan thing of the series. We've already seen we're susceptible to be blown away, but that is a good start. Second test. Luckily, we're not getting a spinner's pitch because I haven't got one single spinner in the squad. Just want to check on Selman's progress. He's not actually played any first-class cricket, I don't think. No, he's not played any. And he's put up disappointing numbers all year. Anyway, we're going to go unchanged. Let's just do it again. Let's bat this time. Do it again. Really, really good. Fazal comes in, only the second test match of his career, and scores 184 not out, and is now averaging 229 in his career. It was hard. Baig scored 71. We were 5 for 188. But Hassan, for the failings that you get from him not being the best player in the world, if he's batting at 7 and he averages 30 and scores your 50s, is it that bad? So no slouches, but because of that Fazal knock, even though they scored 300, we've done really well here. Radford with 50. Clark with 90. He batted really well. Averages 45 from his 9 test matches and 50 for Zach Fulks as well. Watch his bowling. 41 at 36 is a better bowler than that. Will O'Rourke, I bet he's got a record. 196 at 32. 5 for Shaheen Shah. Love a bit of that. He's come back in and actually bowled quite well as that 4-seamer. Incredible. Okay, declaration has come. 3 for 3. Baig with 141. Test century number 4 from his 15 tests. You love to see it. 50 for aways. His year has been mixed, hasn't it? There's not been the production. He's averaged 40. And he averaged 40 last year. Maybe he's just forever in his career going to average 40 and he's going to dip down. Average goes below. Shafiq with 96. He had this huge acceleration towards the end. And Babar 35 off 16. But I've given us time. declared we've got 4 and a bit sessions on an uneven pitch to do it. Don't mind telling you, I got a little bit of squeaky bum time going on there. Stokes with 100 and Conway with 100. They put on 143 for the 5th wicket. And then there's other good partnerships. Clark with 41, Folks with 22. There was a 67 and a 47 run partnership there. But essentially it comes down to one man. And Ishmael was able to blow away the tail and give us another Test match series victory. So what did we do? We drew with Afghanistan. Beat Australia 2-1. Beat the West Indies 2-1. Lost to India 2-1, but was 1 run away from winning. And now we've beaten New Zealand. And we finish with really, really good style. 293 in the first innings. Fazal and Khan, the real reason that we held it together. And we bowled them out for 266. Ismail, Afridi, Raza. Wicket spread around quite nicely there. But then the bigwigs step up. Babar Azam with 135. Khan with a career best 176. Test match century number 2. We're sticking with him and he's sticking with us like glue. Raza with 4 in the second innings. We bowl them out. We win the series 3-0. Viva la Pakistan. And we have some good series. Khan average 121. Fazal 107. Baig 46. Azam 58. Aways 46. Shafiq and Hassan, both, like, that's a dream of a batting session for us. And with the ball, Afridi and Ishmael, of course. But Shaheen Shah, averaging 35, that appears to be the sort of guy he is. It does... We're not really in contention for the Test World Championship because we're on 58. But if we're the best of the rest, and we've played India, Australia, New Zealand, that's quite a good Test World Championship for us. And the world ratings, 88 points. We are hunting down Ireland. Babar Azam up to 9th in the world ratings. And Mohammed Ishmael, no surprise, number 1 in with the ball. As we roll into season number 3, confirmation, 3rd in the Test World Championship. It will be India, South Africa in the final. Last 2 winners of the competition. That's going to be good to see who wins that, but also good for us that we are in the mix. We stay behind Ireland. And next episode, what have we got? Bangladesh, winnable. Asia Trophy, T20 variety, defending champions. England, 5 tests, we're getting the treatment. New Zealand for 3. So 10 test matches, all Test World Championship test matches. I feel pretty good about what we're going to be able to do. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. We're going to see you soon.